100% successful grant writer, Superior Shelby, and I'm always bringing you some amazing grant opportunities that you can actually take advantage of. Thanks so much for clicking on this video, because one, if you clicked on this video, this means you are an entrepreneur or you are a person who wants to start a business and you simply are looking for an alternative, right? A way that you can get some money to be able to start the business that you currently have, right? So I'm here to tell you about what's called grant funding, how you can search and apply for these grant opportunities. We're going to dive deeper into a really easy to use platform, take a look at a couple of grants, and then I'll open the floor for some questions and answers. If you are watching this live stream afterwards, thanks so much for clicking on my video, friend. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel and turn on push notifications so you won't miss any of my really informative live streams and just, my videos in general, right? So let's get down to it. So yes, if this is your first time meeting me, I am Superior Shelby. I'm a 71% successful grant writer, and I've helped over 800 startups, innovators, entrepreneurs, and small business owners get grant funding so they can scale their business. Now, within the last 7 days, friend, adjust my mic, okay? For the last 7 days, I've had 2 really amazing clients tell me that they've applied for an opportunity that I've motivated them and encouraged them on, and they have actually gotten approved. Yesterday, I had an amazing consultations with 5 great business owners. I got to know about their businesses, their ideas. We strategize together, and they know what they need to have to best prepare them for these grant opportunities. So you can always book a one-on-one consultation with me, friend, so we can get you grant ready, okay, for these free money opportunities. So let me tell you how these grants work, okay? Grants is free money rewards that you can receive from an entity like Walmart, Amazon, Tesla, and Coca-Cola. You can also get this free money from the U.S. government, like the U.S. Treasury or the current presidential administration. And then you can also get this free money from nonprofit organizations or different foundations like Hello Skip, Hello Alice, the Fearless Fund, and so many others. Now, this free money does not check your credit, and it does not need your social security or date of birth. No tax returns or bank statements needed. This ain't no loan, friend. A loan, line of credit, or credit card are guaranteed funding opportunities for your business as long as you have good personal credit or good business credit and you have some type of income. But this ain't that. Grants don't need none of that type of information, okay? Grants solely want to fund your idea or your company, and you just need to give them the information about what your service and product is and how you are going to use this grant money, okay? Now, there's 4 ways you can actually get approved of a grant. One way is through a pitch competition. A pitch competition, for example, is like Shark Tank. You guys know Shark Tank with Mark Cuban and Dame Dash and all of the other amazing investors. And that's when other business owners are coming up on the panel and they're talking about their business and they're pitching to get some type of investment to scale. Well, there's grant opportunities out here where you got to do a pitch competition. Another way that you can actually get approved of a grant is simply through a random raffle or drawing. So this is when you apply for the application, the grant opportunity, and then the grantors just randomly pick, out of all of the applicants. But you still have to apply in order for you to be in the pool. The third way that you can get approved of a grant is simply through a first come, first serve opportunity. A first come, first serve opportunity are those small business PPP COVID-19 funding that we receive as small business owners because we were affected by COVID-19, right? So those opportunities were like first come, first serve government funded opportunities, right? So we see a lot of those type of opportunities through grants.gov, which is the government website for grants. First come, first serve opportunities, as long as you meet the requirements, you pretty much got it, okay? The fourth way and the last way you can get approved of a grant is simply through a judgment. And this is when they're reading the answers on the application. They're also reading your proposals and documents that you uploaded alongside with your application. And they are determining who's the best candidate out of all of the applicants, and they're choosing the best, okay? Each grant opportunity is different, friend. There's no real general simplified way to kind of explain grants aside from you find the grants online. So you search for the grants online. You submit the application online. There's no paper applications. And then once you submit the applications, you usually want to wait 30 days after the application deadline date. Not the date that you applied, the application deadline date. You want to wait at least 30 days after that date and check your email to see if you were selected. The grantors will let you know if you were selected for the grant, if you were approved or denied via email. Now, on this grant writing journey, this is not no easy cookie cutter type of situation like loans, lines of credit, and credit cards. Shoot, those opportunities are not even easy because you got to make sure you have income and your personal credit is good. But with these grant opportunities, it's so worth it because it's unlimited amounts of funding, unlimited amounts of capital, unlimited amounts of free money that you can get to start your business and to scale your business. If you're a nonprofit organization, there's so many amazing community-driven projects that you guys have that truly need to be funded. So you need to be applying for these grants. Now, I'll get this question a lot, but I'll get to the end of it. What's the difference between a nonprofit, for-profit when we're talking about grants? So I'll answer that question later on. So stick to the end. I'll let you know if nonprofits or for-profits, which one is better or have higher chances of opportunities. Now, you know what a grant is. You know the 4 ways you can get approved of a grant. The 3 main websites that I use for grant opportunities is grants.gov, grantwatch.com, and helloskip.com, okay? But before I dive into those actual programs, because I'm showing you guys what they look like and stuff like that, you need to have these credentials to best prepare yourself for grant opportunities, okay? So get ready to write this down, friend. What I advise you have before you decide to search and apply for grants is to have a business plan. A comprehensive business plan, not something that you have only in your mind, friend, that's ghetto. I need for you to take it out of your mind and be able to put it and translate it on paper. As you can put it on paper, right? Professional, polished, and thorough and detailed about your mission, vision, and values, about your strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities, about who your competitors are, what your market analysis, so market research, and what your marketing strategy is, right? How much does it cost to start? You need to actually have a comprehensive business plan on paper in a PDF form, okay? That outlines all of those key factors. So you need to have a business plan. Now, what I can do for you guys is I'm going to show you what a winning business plan looks like, okay? I'm going to show you what a winning business plan looks like so you can have an understanding on how you should orchestrate your business plan or what are the key factors that need to be in your business plan, all right? So you need a business plan. So let's get down to it. This business plan I'm going to show you all is a business plan that won a $750,000 grant opportunity in 2023, okay? So let me show you. All right, so this is for a tech company. They have developed an app kind of like StyleSeat. So this company is a Black-owned company, Black male-owned company. And this company started an app so that way you can book your beauticians or whoever your beauty servicer can physically come to you. So for those entrepreneurs who are super busy, right? You may be in a whole nother state or city. Well, you can search for someone who can do your nails, eyelashes, cut your hair, retwist your dreads, whatever, and they will come to you instead of you going to their location. All right, so this app makes it very easy. So this is the business plan. You need to have confidential statements and all that good stuff in there in your mission statement. Your mission statement literally looks like this. It's usually like 1 sentence, 1 to 2 sentences, okay? No more than that. All right, so your table of contents. So let's go over this because this is literally all the key factors you need to have. You have confidential security statement and disclaimer statement are all optional. You can just pretty much just have a confidentiality statement. That's it. Table of contents. Then you have the executive summary, which is what are your business objectives, financial objectives, your startup summary. All right. So how much does it cost to start up and what is the strategy? The products and services. The market analysis, okay, so that gives you information about that particular market. Market research. Market is another word for your business industry, okay? So what is your industry about? Is this a multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar industry and how, right? What have you noticed in this industry how has this scaled, right? Operational strategy. So how are you going to operate? What is your business model? Branding and marketing, super simple and straightforward. Explain what your marketing campaign is. Don't give the general, oh, we're going to do social media. No, dive deeper into that. With our social media strategy, we plan on the first 3 to 6 months reaching this many subscribers, users, or whatever the case may be. And then we plan to show commitment to those folks by giving them some type of 10% incentives, allowing us to have customer retention opportunities, right? So you wanted something like that. I'm just giving you an example. All right, local competitive analysis. You need to know your competitors. If you don't know who your competitors is, are you really in the game? You might think, well, I'm not worried about anybody else in my industry. But let me tell you something. This is not a freaking playground. This is not the Sandlot. This is the jungle. Lions, tigers, and bears. So the day or the event that you are not worried about your competition, you're not worried about how you can bring something new or innovative to your industry. That is a day that you're going to start to notice. You'll get a couple dollars here and there, but then if you're not staying on top of things and staying ahead of your competition, then you ain't really gonna be that top person in your industry, right? That you truly want to be. Or you're not really going to scale to be able to make that type of high earning goal that you're looking to make. Now, if you want to be a small business and continue to be a small business, then respectfully, that's fine. You know what I mean? Then make sure you outline that in here. But you need to know who your competitors are. All right, so major industry players, obviously that's more going into the competitive analysis. SWOT analysis. So SWOT is a acronym for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So you need to go through that. Management, so about you, right? Financial projections, personnel forecasts. These are all of literally the financial T-charts, right? The whole entire chart. So let's go through this. So that's the table of contents. If you screenshotted this will give you a great idea of all of the key indicating factors that your business plan must have. Okay? All right, perfect, friend. So let's get down to it. So look how nice this is. I also want you to take in accountability of how aesthetically pleasing this business plan looks. I mean, it's a business plan that you actually want to take the time to go through because it has charts and it has pictures and examples and mock-ups and all kinds of stuff. So it actually makes you want to read this, right? Versus it just being black and white and only, words. That's very boring, right? So add pictures. If you have a mock-up of what your prototype looks like, add that in there, right? So, make it very fun. It doesn't have to be super formal. You can make it cute, okay? Projected income statement. This is something very vital, especially when we're talking about increasing our chances of approvals for government high-ticket grant opportunities, right? Especially if you want to get investors. You might have a tech company, so your tech company is going to need some investors, or you're looking for some sponsors and donators, right? Well, they need to see this, right? So what does that statement look like? Projected income statement. For nonprofits, this will be different. Nonprofits, it will be what will be, I think it's the projected balance sheet. I forgot which one it will be, but it wouldn't be a projected income statement, okay? Because obviously you're nonprofit, so you shouldn't show any type of profits here, okay? But it needs to look like this, all of your expenses, and then how much it costs for you annually. This is a 5-year comprehensive business plan. How long does your business plan need to be? It needs to be 5 years, up to 5 years, okay? All right, so this is a 42-page business plan. All right, you want to just make sure you outline everything. No matter how short, simple, sweet, or big your business plan is, you just want to make sure you outline all of those key factors. There is no way that you are actually going to complete a business plan that has all of those key factors, which, by the way, I believe that's about at least 40 of them. Yeah, so that it's literally 40 factors, and I'm going to show you again. It's literally 40 key indicating factors. You see that? Down to 40. It's literally 40 topics, okay? Let me scroll up. Well, yeah, 20 to 40 topics, right, that you pretty much need to be able to elaborate on regarding your business, development process or where you currently are, right? So if your business page is 1 to 3 pages, that's concerning because this is supposed to be a comprehensive business plan that's 5 years. So if you just only do something small, right, then it doesn't show that you have thought deeply into what's going on here. You know what I mean? That means like that means you're just simply answering that particular subject, and that looks very lazy, right? So you see what I just showed you. This is a company that they are in a beauty industry. They're bringing something new to the table as far as in bringing an app, right? So they have to go, they're creating an app for the beauty industry. These are folks that have been cutting hair and doing hair for 20 years prior to that, probably, right? So it took them to be in it, you know what I mean, to think of this idea, and then they are so invested into their idea. They have so much belief into their idea that they can thoroughly explain how they're going to execute this. That's the same mindset you need to be in. If you're saying, okay, I'm gonna start a trucking company, my business plan, should it, it ain't gonna be that big because, I'm just starting a trucking company. Let me tell you something about the trucking industry. That's a multi-billion-dollar industry. So if you think that, oh, I'm just gonna use this money for my CDLs, I'm gonna use it for insurance, I'm gonna use it for this, and I just wanna, I don't have no social media, I'm not gonna do that. I don't think I need a website, I just wanna get a truck. Like, that's not enough. That's not enough. Or simply just use the money that you're bootstrapping and don't even go for these type of opportunities because you only want to just like work for yourself. You know what I mean? This type of situation is for people who want to scale. Like you create a 5-year comprehensive business plan because you plan on being in business for at least 5 years and you have a 5-year goal. If you could think 5 years ahead of that far, you really invested into what you're doing. That shows seriousness. That shows commitment. That shows like, okay, this person is dead serious. And grantors only want to choose individuals who are serious, right? All right, so you need to have a business plan, comprehensive business plan that outlines all of your, the mission and your vision and values and your company goals. Secondly, you need to have what's called a pitch deck. So let me show you guys what the pitch deck looks like that goes alongside with this business plan. So you've seen the business plan. Now I'm going to show you what the pitch deck looks like, okay? C-A-U. I was just there. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. I'm going to bring up the pitch deck for y'all so y'all can see it. No, Murphy. Murphy is like, he wants to go outside, y'all. C-O-U-F is C-O-U-A. No, Murphy. Okay. So let me show y'all what a really nice pitch deck looks like, okay? Let me see, y'all reading y'all questions. Is there a limit of pages that a good detailed business plan should have? No, not a limit. I mean, there's no limit, but you want to be detailed. What areas of the business plan should be used for grants? All areas. You know what I mean? There's no specific area, right? You don't even think about that. Like, oh, what areas should I only use for grants? All of them? The fuck? It's a whole business plan. It's a whole business plan. Like, it's everything. All of those factors really matter when we're talking about the grantors understanding what your plan is. You understand? I'm just going to only take my strength. I'm only going to take my strengths out of here. I'm not going to show them my strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, even though the grant actually asked me what challenges do I face and how do I, persevere through my phases of adversity. You understand? Like, don't do that. Yeah. I'm assuming a plan like that could be used to procure business funding alongside with grants. Absolutely, right? This business plan I'm showing you is the reason why I'm giving you this example. Murphy, you're really interrupting me. The reason why, excuse me, 1 second. Okay, so the reason why I'm showing y'all this is is simply so you'll be able to comprehend or know like what what business plans really do win these grant opportunities. You know what I mean? Because I can sit up here all day, oh, you should get a business plan, but if you don't know what a good one looks like, then you're going to be using all of this chat GPT and all this stuff, and then you're just going to put together a business plan, and you're just going to think and assume because I'm showing you what a winning business plan looks like, so you'll have an idea. All right. Especially if you're gonna hire somebody to do your business plan, you need to make sure they put all of these things in there. Okay. So this is a pitch deck. A pitch deck is a PowerPoint. All right. It's a PowerPoint version of your business plan. So we saw the business plan. This is the second thing you need to have. They have a 15-page slide. The last 3 are pretty much literally of how you can get in touch with them, and about the last 2 are about them. They are partners, right? So that makes sense, right? Ultimately, if it's just you can 8 to 10 slide this thing, okay? All right, so let's take a look at it, shall we? All right, let's take a look at their PowerPoint. It needs to look really nice and aesthetically pleasing. It is a PowerPoint presentation. You don't want to bore the grantors. They need to understand this. The purpose of the pitch deck is literally, this is called a pitch deck, the pitch deck that we are going over. Pitch, P-I-T-C-H, deck, D-E-C-K, all right? This pitch deck that we are about to go over is one that is absolutely stellar. I love everything about it. You can hire somebody to create this pitch deck for you, right? You can hire somebody on Fiverr. You can also use artificial intelligence tools like beautiful.ai to create something like this, okay? Ultimately, you want to make sure you outline pictures of what's going on, right? That's the whole purpose. This is the PowerPoint version of your business plan. In this PowerPoint presentation, you must, it's very vital that you have a lot of pictures in here to just make the pictures damn near a storyline, right? All right, so our vision, you see this? Real nice, big and bold, straightforward, our vision. Market analysis. See that? Straightforward, big and bold. Can't even miss it. Can't even miss it. This is the market analysis. This is a $47 billion industry. 77,000 beauty salons in the U.S. 46 million African-American people in the U.S. are into this whole entire, has something to do with beauty. $2.5 billion in the black hair care industry. This is the marketing industry analysis, okay? This is straightforward information. This is the problem. There is a niche of women who blah, 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 blah. The problem, they got a nice picture of a beautiful black woman, right? Boom, this is a prototype. This is what the app will kind of look like. What is it? Cove is a demand platform for beauty, on-demand platform for beauty services. Very simple and straightforward. You see? You see. All right. The features, these are what's featured in the app. You clearly see what's coming with this. Live notifications, payment integrations, schedule capabilities, beauty consultation profiles, which means you get to rate them 5 stars, 1 to 5 stars. Google Map integration, SMS technology. So that means you can reach out to the person, to your service provider, right? The service provider and the customers can both text each other through this app. Reviews and rating and global positioning system, right? Which means this is universal. Value proposition. All right. So how does this make up what's going on in their particular, how are they bringing this new, right? What's the whole, how are they going to be able to bring some money into this? Also, how is this going to flow? It's so many, this is straightforward. Okay. And all of this, the value proposition and stuff will most likely be in the marketing analysis. Okay. Okay. Go to the marketing strategy, marketing strategy, simple, straightforward. They will use Google, all that good stuff, different social media platforms, subscriptions, paid advertisements. So this is telling you more about how it's going to help on the other side. Their competitors, there you go. They got their competitors in here. Their business model, there you go. Business to customer. How is it? It's very straightforward, okay? What the funding will be used for. What will it be used for? We are asking for how much? You see how straightforward this is? We are asking for 150K. These folks, they got 700. Okay? Owners, and boom, how you can get in touch with them. All right? So straightforward. This is a winning, one of those winning pitch decks, okay? So, and last but not least, you need to have a pitch video. All right. A pitch video needs to be you sitting there talking about your business, outlining, everything that we just went over here on the pitch deck. Also, give a storyline. I noticed that in pitch videos, that they add some sense of compassion, right? You already have the paperwork that gives you on paper how much we need, how we're going to be able to, bring in some money, our cash flow statement, all that stuff. You have a PowerPoint version that actually gives you direct information, how much we're requesting, things like that. So the pitch video can be something more sentimental, right? If you're doing like youth development, right? Especially if you're a nonprofit, have someone follow you around with a camera. I don't care if it's your sibling, if your significant other, your kids, your grandkids, whoever, have someone record you doing something regarding, like, if you're giving out meals, right? Meals on Wheels. If you are donating clothes, if you are helping persons, find somewhere to stay, record like yourself doing that as B-roll. And then you want to do like a voiceover, or actually do like you sitting down in a chair, something really nice, nice little background, and you explaining, how you got into your project or how you got into this business industry, what you want to truly bring to the table, and how your product or service is impactful and how it is solving a problem. And then last but not least, right, you want to add some compassion into it. And last but not least, you want to finish the video with, this is why we are requesting funding, because with this opportunity that you have presented to us, we will be able to do X, Y, and Z, which will drive impact back to the community and showing commitment to what our mission is. You can reach out to us via email at mycompany.abc.com, whatever. And you can also give us a call. You can visit our website, abccompany.com. Right, so that's that's the best way I can kind of script that for you and make it easy for me to simplify it for you. Okay. Ultimately, you can find pitch deck scripts on Google. They all work. They're all really good. All right, but you just still have to add your sauce to it. All right, you still got to add your sauce to it. It's still going to be your words. It's still going to be how you deliver the message. Okay, so the video needs to be sentimental, compassionate, and it needs to be heart-wrenching. It needs to make the grantors feel like, dang, like these folks really gonna do something good for the industry. Okay. All right. So a business plan, a pitch deck, and a pitch video are all three really great documents that you should have to best prepare yourself for these grant opportunities. Now you may be wondering, do I technically have to have them for some of these grant opportunities? No, you don't. All right. Do I have to wait to get those credentials, Shelby, in order for me to apply for grants? No. There are tons of grants out here for startup businesses where they are not asking or requesting a business plan, a pitch deck, or a pitch video. There are grants out here that you can apply to that do not require a business plan or a project proposal, a pitch deck, or a pitch video. Okay? Now that you know what you need to have to best prepare yourself, what's the easiest way to keep track of grants? This is a bonus. One way is to create a grant-specific email. You should have a professional business email address. That means your email should be set up like this: info@mycompany.com. If you have a professional business email address, log back into your wherever your workspace is, create a new email address, and make sure it is grants@mycompany.com. You will use this email specifically for grant opportunities. Okay, so when you are applying for grants on YouTube, online, then you want to use that email, grants@mycompany.com, as the business email address. That way, all of your grant correspondence, aka when the grant sends the email saying whether you are approved or denied or not, that will go to the grants@mycompany.com. It won't go to your personal or your business email that has a lot of stuff going on in it already. Second bonus I can give you is creating a spreadsheet. A spreadsheet is really good. All right. So that spreadsheet, you will have column A, the name of grants, column B, the link to the grant opportunity, column C will be the deadline date, and column D will be the date 30 days from the actual deadline date. Okay. You want to do the spreadsheet because it just gives you clarity and reassurance on, you know, which grants and stuff to kind of go with. All right. So which grants to kind of look out for when you go back to your email, all that good stuff. Okay. So you want to do that. Now moving forward. So you got that. Now you got grants.gov. So let me show you grants.gov. And grants.gov is the #1 website that I use to search and apply for grants. Okay. There's a lot of people out here that knows, you guys know about grants.gov. I do talk about it a lot here. But you know, grants.gov is mainly for small business owners, you know, seasoned business owners. So you want to register your company here. In order for you to register, you want to have your UEI number first. I talked about that in a previous live stream. UEI number is a unique entity identification number. You get that from cm.gov. You want to get that first before you register yourself with grants.gov so you can apply to grants here, okay? Come here, search for grants, and you want to use the filters that are in place on the side to find grants that serve in your favor, okay? So grants.gov is the go-to spot for high-ticket government-funded grant opportunities, okay? Now, so then you have grantwatch.com. Grantwatch.com is a $40 a month subscription. This is easier to comprehend when we're talking about like just visually looking at things. You can come in here and you can use the filters that are in place as well. And you can find grants that serve in your favor. You'll be able to view the full grant, the details, and who the grantors are or the director of the grant, okay? So grantwatch.com, this is $40 a month. I'm just letting you know straight up, friend, but definitely worth it when we're talking about searching for like a lot of opportunities, even in your local area, okay? And then last but not least, we have helloskip.com. Helloskip.com is the perfect place for you to be able to, you know, find grants that serve your favor, especially if you are a startup. If this is your first time getting to understand how grants work, then HelloSkip is the perfect app and website that I advise all startups and small business owners and even nonprofit organizations actually, you know, sign up for. You can register yourself for free. You can always use my invite code Superior Shelby, and you can have added and apply for all of these grants, okay? So there you have it. So you guys know that, you know, you can come in here, apply to grants. Now, when I said earlier, you don't always have to have like your pitch deck and pitch video and all that stuff. So what I mean by that is, let me just go to like a grant that we can all apply to, right? Let me see here. It's not one. Well, I'll just give you, because I want to show you guys an example. Maybe I guess this one. I'll click on I'm interested, and then let me get on here. All right, so for example, this one right here, this one is actually not requesting you to have any, like, to upload like a pitch video or anything like that, okay? It's pretty much just asking you questions about your business. Let me zoom out of here. You know, describe your business, how have you achieved, explain how your business was has introduced or created a new brand, product, or category, things like that, all right? I think this is like a 20 question or a 10 to 20 question application. Let me see, 1. Describe your product or service. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 11 questions, right? But none of these questions ask for you to upload a pitch deck or anything like that. So this is what I mean when I say you don't always have to have like the business plan and all that stuff. But when we're talking about going for those high ticket grants, like this is a $25,000 grant opportunity versus like the American Seed Fund, right? And this one you actually have to, hold on. Okay. And this one you actually have to provide like your pitches and all that good stuff, right? So this is a $2 million grant. So that's the difference. I wanted you guys to see the difference. $25,000, you can apply, simple, 11 question application. Some of them not even 11 questions. Some of them like 1 or 2 questions, you know what I mean? So that's why I said HelloSkip is a really great platform for you to apply for these type of grants because they're easy to apply to and easy for you to comprehend how grants work, you know what I mean? 3 question applications versus like a $2 million grant, something more detailed, something more, you know, high ticket. This is a 7-month process. You do have to submit a project pitch, And then once you submit your pitch, you got to give them 30 days. It says here back in 1 month, right? And then they'll let you know if you could go to the next step, which is where you submit your full proposal, right? And then once you submit the full proposal, you want to wait about 6 months after you submit it, and you'll be notified if you were selected, right? So there's levels to this, friend. There's levels to this for sure. But if you're just getting started, HelloSkip is the platform that I highly advise that you sign up for. It's free to use. But if you have already been applying to grants and stuff, then make sure you have those, make sure you sign yourself up for grants.gov. Make sure you have those credentials like your UEI number, and also having your business plan, pitch deck, and pitch video, okay? All right, so I want to open up the floor for some questions, so drop your questions. There is literally a grant for every business industry. So I already know I'm about to get the question, is there a grant for my particular business industry? Yes, there is, friend. But it's all about you being properly prepared for these opportunities. They ain't just gonna give out money just because you just catwalked yourself up in here and said, I want to start a trucking business, let me get $150,000. Hell no, you ain't deserving. You ain't deserving compared to me who put all of my mental and all of my efforts into figuring out how I'm going to make sure my business model works and it serves the people, right? So you got to be willing to put in some effort and show some commitment and faith and belief into your business. And one of the ways that you can do that is having the business plan, pitch deck, and pitch video. But if you don't have those things, you feel like right now you don't have the time, or you don't really know how deeply you haven't thought deeply yet, right? You haven't gotten to that point yet. You're just now thinking about starting a business, like you're just now thinking about starting a business, or you're just now starting a business, but you haven't really got in the groove of the business model yet, then HelloSkip, you know what I mean? HelloSkip grants will help you with thinking deeper, right? Asking those questions that they ask on these applications is definitely going to make you think about, well, what kind of business model do I want? And what would I do when I face adversity and things like that, right? So these questions and applying for grants helps you develop your business acumen. So you literally don't lose out on nothing when you are applying for grant opportunities. You're not using any of your personal information, right? You're not providing your date of birth for social, so you don't have to worry about it being in a scam, fraudulent, or a cyber breach or anything like that. You don't have to worry about providing your bank statements, and if you have good credit, you don't have to worry about somebody stealing your idea, because all of this grants is confidential, you know what I mean? You don't have to worry about none of that stuff. You don't have to worry about the stresses and the hassles of having to pay back a loan, a credit card, or a line of credit like I do. I'm paying back $100,000 SBA loan right now, and it's no fun, okay? So you don't want to be in this position. These grants is literally, all it takes is your time and attention. That's it. And you're benefiting 100% off of even just applying for it. Sometimes it's a situation where you might not get the money, but you definitely get what's called in-kind services. And when you get approved for the in-kind services, that means you get to network with other business owners, which are potential customers or more leads for you, right? You get to be put in that room full of multi-million-dollar investors who's looking for your project or your idea, right? So applying for a grant opportunity serves in your favor all across the board, okay? It's free money that you can get. It's helping you understand different business models and develop your business mindset by asking certain questions that you ain't even gonna ask yourself. And then also, it gives you a sense of community and network, right? You'll be able to be in those spaces, in those rooms that you most likely wasn't going to be able to get into, like just not applying for the opportunity or just being, just doing your own thing, right? So yeah. All right, so let me see if y'all got some questions. So what was the name of that paid site for finding grants? I forgot to take a screenshot. It is grantwatch.com. All right, grantwatch.com. This is it. It's $40 a month. Okay, grantwatch.com. Okay, there you go. And when applying for grants, remember, it's not a one and done thing. This is a continuation thing. You want to apply for one grant a day. You never know when you can get a grant. There are people out here that are seriously, truly getting a grant. Yesterday, I had a consultation with one of our amazing friends that usually join us here live on YouTube. And she said, you know what, Shelby, it took me to watch your YouTube video. I've watched so many different, grant writers and stuff. And she said, but you are really it. You actually dive deeper and give us all of the gems. And I'm so surprised that you're actually giving us these gems because you're not afraid that you will lose customers or not make any money. She said, but Shelby, it took me to watch your video and to see you, be vulnerable and be open with us live on YouTube that motivated me to apply for a grant that I just recently got approved of. Yeah, she got approved of a grant. Also, boom. I applied for a grant for our client, Jasmine. She came at, when we were doing like one of those skip grants at the beginning, right? She going like this a whole, I think it's $25,000 she got, right? So, and I have it posted on my Instagram. So you can go there. And also I'm going to post, a little something showing y'all, proof of that. But, the fact that these grant opportunities, they're getting approved. You know what I mean? I don't want y'all to lose out on these opportunities. You need to just apply. You just gotta apply. That's it. Okay? And you got to be willing to continue to apply. If you apply for at least 30 grants, the least you can get is two to five of them. But qualifying grants. Don't just apply for grants because it say, grants for Black-owned businesses. No. at least 30 qualifying grants. Okay, yesterday I gave y'all my storyline on how I had went into the TD Bank and I spoke with Janice, and Janice is a bank manager, and I was able to, talk to her about some ideas that I had while she was creating my business bank account. And then I came back 2 days later and I did a whole pitch, and I was able to get a $25,000 grant from TD Bank, right? So building relationships, right? So just qualifying grants, right? Be creative. This is creative funding, right? So yeah. Any other questions regarding how to search and apply for grants, how to get yourself approved? What have you all actually been going through yourselves that have been, challenging you on, your grant writing journey? I want to know who has been applying for grants that is here live on my YouTube. I want to know who's been applying for grants and what's your challenge? Like, what has been a challenge for you so far? I want to make sure that I'm helping you out genuinely, and I want to make sure that I am encouraging you and motivating you along your journey, because it ain't easy when you're doing this all by yourself, I joined late, but I'm glad I scrolled past and came back to this live. Absolutely. Thank you. Absolutely. It's a pleasure to have you here, friend. All good gems, all good gems. Yeah, so I want to know who's been applying and what has been your challenges so far? What's been your challenges so far when you've been applying? I want to make sure that I'm helping you out and I'm giving you clarity and reassurance on these opportunities, right? In this live stream, at the beginning of the live stream, I told you what a grant is. At the beginning of the live stream, I also told you guys, how you can find opportunities and where to find them at, things like that, right? So, yeah, for sure. Shout out to you for you and not being a gatekeeper. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I do get that a lot. You don't be afraid that you're going to lose customers. No, actually, I gain more of you guys' trust. It ain't about the money, baby. I don't do this for the money. The money come alongside with my journey. I'm going to be successful, superior Shelby, regardless, because it's embedded and I was born for this. I know my purpose and I know I serve God. So that's just that. You know what I mean? Because I'm a genuine person and I'm genuinely out here helping y'all. That's why I get blessed along the way. Baby, I got rich off of grants. I left the United States. I'm into international real estate, and I'm also starting my own type of tech innovation app for grant writing in general. I have an innovative, brilliant, ambitious mindset. Baby, I can come up with at least 5 different ways that you can bring innovation to your industry. I've done it live on YouTube. I'm nothing to play with. And I know that God blessed me with this skill. You understand? And I'm grateful and I have lots of gratitude. So I don't worry about, you're going to lose customers and stuff like that. Honey, that is low vibrational. That is a small business mindset. I am an enterprise. Okay? I'm an enterprise. What I plan to do and what I am doing in this world and how I am driving impact and how I'm even motivating you, right? I'm driving impact in your own house. I'm making you watching me. You understand? So open your eyes to the simple fact that, baby, this ain't about money. This is about truly genuine shit. This is about truly educating entrepreneurs and startups and nonprofit organizations to really go after what they believe in. Because the event that you do not execute on your skill, the event that you do not execute on what God has blessed you with, the vision, the idea, then guess what? The longer and longer we're going to be suffering, babe. The longer and longer we're going to be suffering because we don't have your service, your product, your innovation. Some of y'all are supposed to be pioneers, but you sitting back letting somebody else live your dream and you watching them scrolling on Instagram. Stop. It's time. It's time for y'all to, it's time for you to dust your shoulders off and let's get to it, you know? I've been in the trucking industry for 3 years, but a lot of banks won't fund me due to me being under 25. Understood. So that doesn't mean anything. Banks don't matter, and banks is not what's going to drive or help you scale your company. There's so many different ways that you can get funding for your particular trucking business, right? It just all depends on what you're doing. Have you thought about getting investors to invest in your company alongside? And when you do gain an investor, are you willing to give us sell a certain piece of your company? And what is that percentage, right? Are you willing to go out and do crowdfunding? Start a GoFundMe account and see if your homeboys really fuck with you. See if your family really fuck with you, and see if they don't donate at least $100 towards, you know, a fire extinguisher, or at least $100 towards your insurance bill, when we know that's like at least $1,000 a month. Yeah, you know what I mean? Apply to grant opportunities. What innovation or what are you going to bring to the trucking industry? You've been doing it for 3 years. I'm pretty sure there's something new that you thought of that you could bring to this industry, right? So create a project. You know? What's for you is for you, absolutely. I started a consulting business and registered with SAM.gov. Now I would like to use grant funds to fund some of my upcoming projects. I have a pipeline. That's absolutely great, Chris. And I pray that everything goes well for you. Coaching and consulting businesses like myself, when we are out here educating individuals to do what we do, or helping them create some sort of extra income, stream of income, or, you know, create financial freedom for their lives and stuff, it's very important that we continue to educate and be genuine in doing that, right? It's not enough of us out here. So I really hope that you do get grant funding to be able to help you, all right? All right. Okay, let's see. Words I need to hear, gratitude. Absolutely. I didn't think of that, honestly. Of course, I understand. Most people only think about what their day-to-day operations are, right? What do you have right in front of your face? But if you do not force yourself to think deeper, then you know you're only going to stay at that level that you're at. You know what I mean? In order for you to get to high level, you got to start high, like thinking higher. You know what I mean? Thinking bigger. That's the whole purpose of high level conversations, high level industries, high earning industries, high earning. I know you've heard these keywords before. If you haven't, you need to change your fucking surroundings. You really do. I'm dead serious. If you are in the trucking industry, even though just because you're younger than 25, that don't mean nothing. My brother, who is actually 23 years old, he's ran his own pit bull kennel company since he was 19 years old. I made sure my brother at 19, 20 years old, he had a $3,000 Capital One credit card, and he had a 720 credit score. Before I even made sure before he hit 21, I made sure I showed commitment to my family. You feel me? I made sure my family was eating and was straight first before I came out here and started teaching the streets. But what I'm saying is that just because you're young does not mean that you can't think higher. That doesn't mean that you can't be ambitious. That don't mean that you can't get it. You know, I need for you to think higher, think deeper, and don't be afraid too. And get away from those naysayers and those negative people. You feel me? Believe in it. Believe in it. Okay? Yeah, for sure. Believe in it. Happy birthday. Good morning. Happy 4th. Oh, it is the 4th. Whatever I missed, I'll catch in the replay. Okay, friend. I totally forgot it. I totally forgot it was the 4th. Think big, man. You gotta think big. Yeah, no. Besides of the YouTube, how can I get more insight from you? So you can always book a $47 one-on-one consultation with me. Pretty much what you're saying is I want to do a pick my brain situation. But make sure you come with some questions. You don't want to spend $50 for a 45-minute consultation and you just come in and we just sitting there looking at each other. Hell no, don't waste my time. Don't waste my time. I'm a 71% successful grant writer. I've been an entrepreneur for 9 years. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. So before you spend your money, make sure you come with some real entrepreneur questions. Like, you know what? I was thinking about this and I wanted to do this. and I wanted to do my business in this way, can you explain to me how I will actually execute that? Like, come to the tip, because I'm a business development coach. You know what I mean? I'm big on vocabulary. I'm 3.5, 4 grants approved. Yes, let's go. Whatever. Did you ever win a big grant? For example, 100,000. Yes, I did. The most I've ever gotten someone funded in grant funding. So the most I've ever won a grant for someone is $2.5 million. Last year was the $750K. This year will be the $2 million grant that I've been recently applying for some people. $50 is not bad at all. Absolutely. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The way people's personal fireworks are going off last night, believe me, the neighbors and I were reminded, oh, really? Yeah, I don't live in the United States. I live in Latin America, right? I told y'all I got rich off grants and left the US. I'm into all kinds of different international business and real estate and stuff like that. However, this Saturday, I'm actually going to be back in the United States, and I'm dedicating the rest of the year to be in the States. The reasons for why, I'm still have my house, so I'm gonna be back and forth, but the reasons why is because there's so many local government grant opportunities that you guys don't know about that they are posting on some different sites, but I can't go over all of them on YouTube, you know what I mean? So I would rather us do an in-person consultation. So I am hosting, starting in Orlando, Florida for the whole entire month of July. You can come and book an in-person consultation with me. You can schedule an in-person consultation with me starting next Friday, okay? How this is gonna work, I'm actually gonna apply for one grant for you live. You're gonna sit next to me. I'm gonna show you everything I know about grants, everything I know about building a business, everything, okay? And then we're also gonna work on that business plan. You're gonna print the business plan. Before you leave me, you're gonna get my free How to Search and Apply for Grants book, physical copy. You're also going to get a free business planner, a business planner that I personally use that you can write down, jot down some things, some ideas. You understand? This business planner is really going to help you with thinking on that higher level, like I told you. So the in-person consultation is a 45-minute consultation. All right, we are going to sit in person. It's only $80 for the first 15 people. It's only $80 for the first 15 people. I haven't gotten anybody book it yet. The reasons for why is because I'm not dropping this link for this offer until Saturday, okay? Yeah, this Saturday. So it started in Orlando. I'll be in Orlando. Next will be Atlanta for August, okay? It'll be Atlanta for August, and then I'll tell y'all more of the cities that I'm coming to. It's in person. I'm only doing this 2 days a week and for the rest of the month. That's Fridays and Saturdays, and I'm staying late at the office. So that way, when you get off of work on Friday or whatever the case may be, you'll be able to still make it. I am physically putting myself in your space, in your aura, okay, to make sure that you comprehend what the hell is going on in this business world. This ain't the sandlot. This is the jungle, okay? And I'm Lady Tarzan, and I'm trying to have you fully equipped for this trip. You understand me? Okay, I don't know if y'all watch Game of Thrones, but one thing about Game of Thrones, them boys ain't going across the sea. They ain't going across no land without they shield, they sword. You feel me? Same thing. You gotta come prepared. This is a mission. This is the entrepreneurial mission, and I'm trying to make sure you fully equipped. You wanna know why I'm so passionate about this? When economic times, disasters happen in the United States of America, guess who is the number one individuals who get, who are, what's the word I'm looking for? Who are affected by that shit? Us, small business owners and nonprofit organizations. Small business owners is the number one people or individuals or organizations or group that are severely affected by American economic disasters. Economic disasters is the shit that y'all going through, paying $7 for 12 eggs. That is an economic disaster. $5 for a loaf of bread is an economic disaster. Oh my God. Oh, $7 for a half a gallon of milk. Get the hell out of here. $7. To me, that's economic disaster. So we are the number one that gets, because there's so many food industry businesses. And when inflation is happening, that means business overhead has increases, which means guess what? if we ain't getting if the clients ain't clienting, right? If the client ain't clienting, the leads ain't leading, and the money ain't generating, then guess what? We got to close our businesses. And every time we have a recession, inflation, economic disaster, whatever the case may be, pandemic, small businesses are the number one group that is affected and have to close down their business, which means what? Your financial freedom that you were building, that legacy that you was building for your family, it's over. It's over. And then imagine how many small business owners during that time, imagine how many small business owners from COVID-19 alone got super depressed. I don't care how much money was flowing through this. We was in debt. I'm still in debt right now, coming up out of that, and I'm paying $100 and something thousand SBA loan back. I wasn't so that bad in debt. I could have, not took the whole 100. That's how I'm feeling right now. Now I got to pay it back with interest. Right? And so we don't think about these things. We don't think about these things when we're in the midst of trying to get the money and trying to, it's when you so focused on that. You know what I mean? Imagine how many small business owners came out of that and went into depression, even though they did get some PPP or whatever, and they still felt like they just lost all hope for their business. You feel me? So it's like a cycle, bro. Like it's like a cycle where they want to keep us in the workforce. Oh shit, we're looking at, look, this how they be for real, friend. Look at, the stats say that there is a record-breaking number of Black minority entrepreneurs. Well then, John, who's going to work the jobs, right? Who's going to work the jobs? Because I just started this new company, and you mean to tell me all these folks out here want to be business owners? Then who's finna work my company, right? No, we got to get to the table. We got to figure out how we can slow them down. They ain't being too innovative. We need some workers out here, and they ain't producing enough kids out here. The kids ain't growing fast enough for us to put them in labor. That really be the whole cycle. And because you are an entrepreneur and you are smart, friend, and you know that that's what's going on out here for real, you must be, that's why you have to prioritize your entrepreneurial journey. That's why you have to prioritize your business funding journey. That's why you got to prioritize your business and your idea in general. That's why, okay? Because the system is out to get you, period. Even when you cross that threshold and you done did all you could. I mean, it felt like you went through it felt like you went through it to get to where you are now, right? And then now that you've got out the crab bucket, now you got to fight to keep yourself out of that. You knew you out of the crab bucket, you out of the water, now you on land. Now you got to fight the lions, tigers, and bears. So you only had to fight the sharks. You understand? You had to fight other crabs. Alaskan king crabs, snow crabs, blue crabs. You know what I mean? You had to fight the other crabs. You was in the ocean. It was a little bit smooth. You know what I mean? Everybody understood what was going on. It was the bottom pits. It was dark down there. Now that you done got up out of there and you don't pass through that threshold, you know what I mean? Now you're on land. Lions, tigers, and bears. Now you're on a higher level. Okay? Friends, prioritize this. Prioritize the grant writing journey. Prioritize the grants, friend. Just do it, friend. 1 grant a day keeps the business debts away, friend. Okay? 1 grant a day. Book a $47 call with me. You have the ability to book a $47 call with me so you can have my expertise right at your fingertips. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, cool. So I'm not going to keep y'all here for too long. All right, let me see what y'all saying in the chat. Is the book and planner for sale if you don't live in the States for the one-on-one consultation? So I will be back in the United States on Saturday for the rest of 2024. So you don't have to worry about that. No, it is not for sale. This is something very dear and very intimate. So no, this is not for sale at all. This is very exclusive. Very exclusive. Absolutely. Amen. Louder for the people in the back. Exactly. For real. I like how you said it. For many of us, if early 2020 didn't prove that it will. Exactly. I promise you, since I've been watching you, I have done a grant a day, and it's been 7 days. Let's go. Let's go. 7 grants down. 7 grants down. That's good. All right, so I have a consultation I need to hop on. I love you guys so much. Click the link in the description of this video, or you can text me. Yes, I do have a phone number. You can text grants to 855. Don't get me the line. Don't get me the line. Hold on, I just got this number. Yeah, the number is actually in the description of this video as well. Only text my line if you are looking to book a consultation. You know, if you have the $47 ready, or you at least got the $420 ready for me to apply for grants for you. I am a 71% successful grant writer, friends. I write grants for you. I save you the time and the mental hassle so you don't have to do all of this. As long as you have actually taken my teachings and the initiative and the steps yourself, right? So for just $420, I will apply for a $2 million grant and 4 other grant opportunities that serve in your favor, okay? Now, 5 grants. It comes with 2 consultations, and it takes me 14 business days to complete this. If you are interested, you are not even interested, you are ready. If you are ready to pay $420 to go ahead and get the process going and to delegate, okay, to delegate this task to me, text hashtag grants, all right, or text grants, sorry, to my phone number, all right? That's all you got to do. The phone number is definitely in the link. Let me also get the phone number for y'all directly here, because that's more professional, right? If I say it. All right, and then you can also, text the word grants, not hashtag grants, the word grants to 855-731-1487, okay? 855-731-1487. Do I take Zelle? No, I don't take Zelle or Cash App, none of that stuff. Right, if you want to tip me or something, you can always do tips on live on YouTube or something like that. There's like a button somewhere around here. So you can always do tips live on YouTube. So yeah, 855-731-1487. You text me the word grants, and then my team, they will reach back out to you, and they'll be like, all right, let's get you ready. Let's get you grant ready, okay? I love you guys so much no, you said no for the grants. Oh, no. So it's an invoice. You admit I'm professional. Remember, I've been doing this for 9 years, babe. So there is a link that you would actually click that will show you your customer deliverables. And once it gives you your deliverables, then you'll make the payment. Once you click the box that says there is no refunds, you understand the terms and conditions of this $420 payment, then it will direct you to completing the form. See, I'm professionally set up. I don't do anything that's cookie cutter. That's like, everything through email and manually. No, I have artificial intelligence robots inside of my business. I have a 10-person payroll team that actually pay. You know what I mean? I have business overhead bills. I'm not a startup. I'm a medium enterprise, babe. Okay. 9 years. Perfect. All right. So, you would just I see you text the word grant. So you are not comprehending what I'm telling you. It's okay. But, I'll see y'all next time. You feel me live on YouTube. I might come on here later on today. Probably not, but most likely tomorrow. Okay. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Make sure you text me. The link is in the link to book a consultation with me is also in the description too. Okay. All right. Bye y'all.